This is me, and we all know that feeling. 20 tabs open, you're jumping between them, feeling productive, but you're actually just drifting away. I joined the Google Gemini Live Agent Hackathon, and I had an idea to build something called Cognito. This is what a session looks like.
Hi Cognito, what's up?
Hey there, ready to dive into something? What are you hoping to focus on today, and how much time do you have?
I came across this repository called OpenSRE, and I don't even understand what SRE means. I would like to understand that in about 5 minutes.
Understanding SRE in 5 minutes. Sounds good. Let me just set the session context. Before we jump into OpenSRE, have you encountered concepts like DevOps or system administration before?
Yes, I have, but I haven't really worked in those roles, and I kind of find the architecture within that domain kind of hard to picture.
Got it. Let's create an analogy to make it clearer. Give me a second to generate a visual.
All right.
It's about balancing the need to rapidly develop new features, the race car, with ensuring the system remains stable and reliable, the sturdy fortress.
Okay, I think that's pretty clear. Thanks for the explanation and the analogy.
Great. So, based on that, which of the following best describes the primary goal of site reliability engineering? Not quite. While stability is key, SRE focuses on balancing that with development speed. Remember the race car and fortress analogy. It's about finding the right equilibrium.
All right then, thank you very much. Cognito follows a monastic minimalist theme, which is why it is black and white all through. At the top, we have the goal and the timer, a button to reset the workspace, and a settings modal to basically select the voice of the AI agent before connecting to the session. And on the left, the images are generated here, while on the right, quizzes to check the user's understanding are generated. At the bottom, we have the control tray, where you basically have buttons to control the mic, screen share, camera, as well as the flow state, which is basically a reading or a measure of how focused the user is. When done with a session, you can simply click on the stop button to disconnect. And while actively connected to a session, you can view the pills for voice, screen, and camera to determine what is being shared with the agent at that moment. Cognito's architecture can be split into 3 distinct layers, mostly 2, the front end and the back end, and then we can now split the back end into the core back end and the cloud and AI services. The front end establishes a WebSocket connection with the back end, and this allows for a full duplex connection, allowing bidirectional data streaming between the front end and the back end. This is necessary because the Gemini Live API requires bidirectional streaming of the audio and text chunks from the client to the server and vice versa. So the client sends and streams audio and text chunks, and the server also streams that back to the client. On the back end, which is hosted on Google Cloud Run, the orchestration and tool execution lives here. So this controls the system prompts, the various root agent and the sub agents that are under. Also, it manages the state of the session. So when a session is created, it is persisted on Firestore, and basically the different keys in the collections can be updated, such as the analogies that have been created, the quizzes, the flow state, and so on and so forth. The primary driver of the Gemini Live API is the Google Agent Development Kit, which is an agentic framework for creating, orchestrating, evaluating, and optimizing AI agents, essentially. The images that are generated in the analogy drawer are stored on Google Cloud Storage, on a Google Cloud Storage bucket. These images are powered by the image generation model Imagen, particularly Gemini Image Flash, and one of the sub-agents of the root agent is Google Search, right? So it is mostly like a Google native AI agent, mostly powered by the Gemini Live API. So this is the core brain doing most of the work, and then the backend helps it accomplish that task.